Set it in there. Now you figure out where you want your tree to sit in the pot. And I'm going to tuck these roots in a little bit. Let's see here. There we go. Looking pretty good, I think. Now let's see. Position the tree that way. Alright. So you just start working it in. Put lots of soil on it. Kind of work it into the roots a little bit here. I got my chopsticks. These work really good. You gently press the soil into the roots. You know, this works pretty good, but I like to do it the easier way. Take your hose and just rinse down the soil. It'll soak into the roots. The soil will settle. Get it all mixed into those roots. And then you just keep adding soil. And slowly fill this thing up. Keep it packed down. There we go. There we go. And I just keep doing this over and over. Some people will tie their trees in. I would do that, but it makes it hard to check how your roots are doing in about a year or so. Needs a little more soil here. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's getting pretty good. The tree is starting to stay on its own. And that's a good sign. It means you're getting the soil in the roots and around them. Now, excuse me. A lot of the times, what I'll do is, if I want if it's sticking a little bit to the angle or something, I'll use a rock, a nice sized rock, and place it beside the trunk to hold it steady. And that also adds a little bit of decoration to the pot. So, I mean, that works pretty good too. So here we are. Just keep rinsing it down, keeping it good and soaked. And keep adding soil. And slowly, your tree will be in its new home. And be happy. It'll grow in and be happy. So there we go. So now I got it mostly potted here. I might do a little touch up on it later. Let me clean up my hands. Okay. Now what are we going to do with this tree? How are we going to style it? First off, I'm going to grab a couple of rocks and use them to hold the trunk where I want it. Maybe this rock. Okay, so that's pretty good right there. So I'll just set that there. Anyway, so now I want to take off a little bit on the top. because I was looking at this tree and it looks like it's pretty full through here, and looks like it'll make a nice curve and have a rounded type top on it. Now these trees don't bud back, so you got to remember where you cut them is where it's going to stay pretty much. So excuse me, I think I'll take off about right here. Now let's see what we got. Alright, I might actually take that down a little bit lower, but for right now I'm going to leave it. These, let's see, kind of poofy out here. I'm going to take a little bit off here. And this one kind of sticks out. You know, I think I'll just take that off too. Oh man, sorry about that. Now here's some dead stuff. You definitely want to take off the dead stuff. It doesn't make it look any better. Now I got some low branches in there. Get my other snippers out. Get right down in here. Take this low branch off. There we go. A little bit of a weed. Now there's a few other branches that I'm going to take off right in here. I'm hoping you're all getting these or can see this, because I want to try to make it a video that shows how this is done and makes it easy. I mean, bonsai is really easy. Some people make it sound harder than it really is. Well, let's see here. This is kind of sticking up here, but I might be able to do a little wiring on it and pull it down. But I kind of like the shape. It's not real shapely tree, but I think what I'll do is I'll thin out some of these branches inside, because they say these have to be in really high light or really good sun, or else the inner branches and the lower branches will die off. And so I'll thin this out and then I'll show you a picture after I'm done.